Hello, boys and girls. BigBadWolfMoto here, coming to you with another little moto vlog. This is another episode of the series The Devil's Advocate. And today I would like to talk about a few mistakes that motorcycle riders do that could be proven fatal. It's the 18th of November 2017 and there is no snow yet, even though it's 0 degrees Celsius. That would be a 32 Fahrenheit. Yep, it's pretty cold, but it's not snowing and there's no ice. So guess what? So a number of mistakes that motorcycle riders do that could be proven fatal. One of those things would be riding beyond one's skill level. One has to know their limits. You cannot get a bike and the next day, on the first day that you're riding, we're going at 185 miles per hour, or pop wheelies, or whatever you want to call it, do some extreme riding. You don't. You have to gain experience. You have to feel confident and safe on the bike, and then you can do whatever it is you want to do, but always within the limits of logic and with safety. Another mistake some motorcycle riders do, especially the new ones, is when they get their first bike, getting the wrong bike. A new rider that's just starting to ride, if they're going by a 1000cc Honda CBR, for example, that's a disaster waiting to happen. You have to start slow. You have to start smooth. Get a smaller bike. Learn your way around the road, around traffic. Learn traffic behavior. And then, with your experience increasing, you're gonna know when it's the right time to get something bigger. Don't rush it. Take it easy. It will pay off in the long run. Another mistake motorcycle riders do would be riding on the road with an attitude like they are riding in a closed track. That is definitely a no-no, my friends. On the road, there's traffic, there's people, there's so many parameters, there's so many factors, so many unexpected factors. And of course, you don't have a controlled environment like in the track. You don't have the padding at the curves. If you wipe out, knock on wood, only God knows where you will end up. On a wall, in a ditch, off some cliffs, or even into oncoming traffic. Another mistake motorcycle riders do is getting back on the bike after a few years of stopping and thinking that it's okay. You know, I was riding 2, 4, 10 years ago. I'm still good and my skills are still there, and so on and so forth. That's a big mistake, because your skills are not there. Obviously, I'm talking about returning riders. And last year, I was one of them. I wasn't riding for almost 2 years. Ever since I returned to Canada from Greece, I had sold my bike in Greece, and I had to wait a little bit until I would get a new bike here. And then I found out that even though I'm a Canadian and I had a Canadian driver's license, I had to do the courses for the bike all over again. I had to do the tests all over again. And in the beginning, this really pissed me off. I go, are you serious? Come on. My European driver's license is valid until the year 2036. And I'm back in Canada now and I have to do everything all over again. But going through the courses, which I had no choice, I realized that it was a great thing that this happened. I got a chance to be back on a 250 again, 250cc bike, that is. And on top it was a little Rebel, like I used to have like more than 20 years ago. I got an opportunity to ride a 500cc motorcycle again, a Honda CB. So it's not only that I got a little bit of practice before I got back on the road, but also I am telling you that I learned some new things, or some more things. I learned more details about counter steering, about counterbalancing. I practiced them again and again. And I'm telling you, this was awesome. I don't regret a moment. I don't regret the extra time. I don't regret the extra cost. It was amazing. And I know that it helped me, and I know that it made me a better rider. Another mistake that we motorcycle riders do a little bit too often, I would say, and let's face it, it's true, because it's happened to me, it's happened to you, and it's happened to most of us, is drinking and driving. I'm not gonna play the preacher over here and start saying how bad it is and everything. Yeah, I've done it, you've done it, most of us have done it. Even a beer, I'm talking about, even just one beer. You know, how many times do we see events happening in dealerships, for example, and you go over there with your bike, you meet a lot of friends, it's a little party, an event, many times there's music and whatever, and there's free food, and most of the times there is free beer for everybody. So if you want to go over there and get drunk, you can do it. Nobody's gonna stop you. And I don't know if they're gonna tell you anything if they see that you're a bit tipsy and you're leaving to go home on your bike. I hope they will, but a lot of people say, let's not tell him anything now, he's gonna get offended, you know, like there's gonna be a fight that's gonna start. So ride safe, brother, ride in peace. You see, and then accidents happen because you are legally impaired to ride your bike. Anyway, another mistake that we do many times is riding when you're not in a good mood. As funny as it might sound, sometimes when you're pissed off, or you had a fight with your girlfriend, or with your wife, or with your mother-in-law, God bless them all, and you're really angry and you need to get it out of your system, it's good if you don't get on the bike, because your psychology of the moment your anger might influence the way you're going to behave on the road. Of course, somebody could easily argue that when I'm pissed off, I'm getting on the bike so I can relax and calm down. And I will say yes to that. If you have the ability, or if your bike has the ability, riding has the ability to do this to you, to calm you down, then yes. For me, sometimes the bike calms me down, but sometimes when I've got a serious problem and I'm very, very pissed to something or someone, I don't find it very easy to do. But it's to their own, I guess. The last thing I'm going to mention, since I'm here riding at 0 degrees Celsius, another mistake that we do sometimes is riding in extreme conditions. Very, very, very high heat or very, very cold. These are situations that do create dangers. They can affect our concentration on the road, and of course they can affect traction, especially the cold, and they can put us in danger. So these were a couple of mistakes that we do as motorcycle riders, new riders, seasoned riders, older riders, returning riders, all kinds of riders. But still, we're riders, and that makes us brothers and sisters. Ride safe, everybody. This is BigBadWolfMoto, coming to you probably from the last ride of the year 2017. I'm riding at 0 degrees Celsius, 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm going to catch you all on the flip side. Be safe, be happy, and thank you so much for watching. Take care, my friends.